All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Curtis over at Oakwood, and today we're going to be covering the open strings for each instrument in the orchestra family. What I mean by this is an open string is any string that is played without anything in the left hand pressing any strings down, okay? So if you took the left hand out of the picture and just bowed or plucked a string, that is an open string, and each of them have a fixed pitch or note that is assigned to them. We're going to start on the high end of things with the violin. So, for the violin, here I've written this in order from thickest string to thinnest string, or lowest string to highest string is another way to think about that. So, for violins, their highest pitch is an E. Walking backwards, you then have an A. Walking backwards to the next lowest string, you have a D. And finally, for their fourth and lowest string, you have a G. So a reminder, just so I'll be referencing these, the thinnest string will be referred to as 1, 2, 3, and then 4 throughout the way. Now, moving a little bit lower in the orchestra family, luckily for us, the viola and the cello, they actually share the same open string names. So, starting from the thinnest string, or string 1, and working our way down, the thinnest string on both viola and cello is an A, followed by a D. String 3 is going to be a G. And the lowest or thickest string on both the cello and the viola are going to be a C. Now, bass is kind of the odd man out in the orchestra family, and they do their strings a little bit differently. So, again, working our way backwards from 1 all the way to 4, thinnest to thickest, you're going to have a G. Walking backwards, you're then going to have a D. You're then going to have an A. And lastly, you're going to have an E. The cool thing is when you compare violin and bass, they're just backwards. Whereas violin from thinnest to thickest is E, A, D, G. If we go from bass, thickest to thinnest, backwards, it's the same thing, E, A, D, G. So, string 1, thinnest string. String 4, thickest string. Each instrument has a different set of fixed open pitches for their setting. Make sure you remember this. You're going to need to know this. This is one of the basic things that you need to know to make sure that you're playing your instrument correctly. Have a wonderful day.